from Killmonday Games, and today we are going to finish Bobby the Adventurer. For those that have been around, so you know what Bobby is. For those that haven't, well, he is the hero of Galaxy, which is the protagonist for our game in under development, Different Galaxy. And here's Baloo. Come on, Baloo. I need to draw. You want some love now? Okay, wait. Oh, some love. Look. You see? You. So, okay, go down now, Baloo. Good. So, I'm just gonna try to finish this monster slime that I was painting last time. And we thought of it like this classical slime color, like, so we're gonna keep on that.
Ja, vad gulligt. Det var en rysk kille som donerade 100 rubles för Different Galaxy.
Ah, where?
Nej, på chatt. Kommer du ihåg vi kollade på den där knappen? Super chat-grejen.
Oh, thank you very much for the donation. I don't know what to say. Thank you. Yeah. I can't stop thinking about it. Thank you. So, I don't know if the music is too low. We have like this sketch under it, so I'm gonna try to do those eyes, sad eyes, because the slime is in pain and it will have a little tear falling. I guess we need to do the tear blue, otherwise it will be weird. It will look like blood otherwise, and that's not the idea. Isn't that too? It's very clear that is a really sad slime. Oh, this is so tiny. So I just wanted to also let you know that this will be like the last live streaming for a while. So this is the end of season 1, where we kind of let you know a little bit about Different Galaxy, but we really want to just don't be here every week, otherwise we won't have like really big news for you, you know. And we also really need to just focus 100% on the demo, and we have been a bit like worrying about the videos and the streaming, and even though it's super fun to have like contact with you and just being able to chat with you and all that, it's so fun, but we need to prioritize in some moments of development. So now we have everything really strong, you know, a really good base for the game. So now we can 100% put us inside that world and create it, you know. And we are very advanced in the demo already, but we need just this like focus more than other blah, blah. I got so nervous about the information. Anyway, I just want to make you feel that, I mean, I want you to understand that that's why we need just calm for ourselves and go into it very, very deep. So we will let you know in good time when we're coming back with the live streamings, but I guess we will be away until the demo is done. So when you hear about us again, then the demo will be done. So that's our goal for the coming months.
Yes.
Yes. He looks like a sir. Wait. I think I don't know how slimes are. I mean, if I look at my boogers or boogers.
Vill du ha en fråga?
Yeah.
What would you name Frambo if you wouldn't have named it Frambo?
That's a cool question, because I wonder a lot that I guess I'll go mostly for the reality variations, something on that way, but I don't know really 100%. But yeah, I would love to. If we do a Frambo 2, then I guess we will be adding something more explanatory about the story, because we didn't really know back then that much how we know today, and yeah, I guess it will be something with the realities and all that. Very, very melting.
Will the demo be available on Steam? Det ska vi väl försöka göra.
I think it will be on Steam. We haven't really thought about it. We need to. I mean, that's the thing. I feel like we have been too early, maybe somehow. I'm just confused. I start thinking so many things that we have been so busy, you know, with a lot of kind of trying to get out more, you know, to get more fans, or you know, people buying the game. I mean, Frambo, and sometimes you just forget that it's maybe better to keep like working, you know. And I don't know, I think I forgot what was the question. I'm like super overall, you know, my head needs a break. Really.
Ska vi göra den på Steam-demo?
Yeah, the demo to different galaxy. Sorry. Gosh, I don't know. We need to figure out, ask around, and how we're gonna solve those things. That's why when we come back, we will let you know all those details, because then we will have spend time into it, you know, like. But right now, that's why we also need like a break. We need a break just to put everything on the table, you know, and just work with the things right now and here. That's our problem right now, that we are too much in the future, you know, thinking all the time and we forget to be here and really care about what we're doing right now. So that's why we also need this kind of going and just take it a bit easier in that part.
Ska vi berätta om Steam-grejen? De hoppas på att vi kan släppa ett Steam. Different Galaxy.
Yes, I mean we will. The game will be in Steam when the game is finished. It will be there. So don't worry about that. He's really melting. It's like ice cream. Is the ice cream monster? You see it, Isaac?
It's the melted pizza things. Why doesn't Fran have hospital clothes in Franborn?
It is kind of a hospital dress, but in a way that it could be also useful outside the hospital. So that's kind of the design that I wanted to do. Because if you remember Annie, she also has like this yellow dress. It's the same dress, but she doesn't have the bow. That's the only difference. It's like, for example, I think Fran, it's a lot like me in many ways. And I really love to put like very tiny details sometimes in my clothing, you know, so it makes it more like personal. And I love this kind of very old brush. Is brush?
Yes.
How do you call those things that you like this, you know? You put brush. And those kind of tiny details made stuff a little bit more interesting. And I think I love those things because my grandmother had like many buttons and stuff, you know, in a box, and there were also brushes there. So I guess when I was little, everything just got you know, mixed. And I thought it was a very nice thing to put on your clothing, like details. I love details. And also, I don't know if you've seen it, but in the documentary we did, I also had like this yellow dress when I was little, and I really loved it. Besides, I think it was my mother or my grandmother who sewed the dress, so it has like a lot of sentimental background there.
Ska du berätta om vår Facebook?
Yes. Also, something that happened with Facebook last week or like a few days ago, that we couldn't really manage the website that you all been following, like the Killmonday Game Facebook site. So we had to change it. And if you want to follow us to the new one, then you can go to the old one, and there is like a link there, so you cannot miss it. It's like the last how you call it, post that we did. And yeah, and now it will be a bit easier for us to manage the website. I mean the page. It was so, it's like a bug or something. They changed something on Facebook and they haven't really fixed it. I mean, we couldn't even press some buttons that are really important when you have like a business, and yeah, we couldn't really use that page. So that's the why.
Did Fran has had a mental illness or is it real what happens? Ska man svara på det där?
Oh, okay. I don't want to answer that question.
It's censored.
We censored that question mainly because I mean the way I wrote the story is not it's kind of a game story, you know, like I mean it's a game within a game, the own way I wrote the story, you know. It's like, yeah.
Brian har en fråga.
Okay.
Some puzzles in Frambo had more than one way to solve them. Do you think different galaxies will have multiple ways to solve a puzzle too? Do you think this, Natalia? Do you?
I'm just remembering all the puzzles that we have written already, and I don't know if those that we have already done are like, I mean, you will have like choices and that kind of stuff, but some of the puzzles are really simple, and some of them are a bit more, but no, we will be doing that. I mean, it's like, what we will do, it's like, if you are solving something, you might have to approach, yes, but it's within like a choice. I don't know how to explain it. Next time in Killmonday Games live, I will answer that question. I will be more like, I have finished the demo and all that, so I will have like 100% real information. Yeah?
Ja. Joakim är här också. Vår bästa grafiska designer. Som måste hälsa på.
Our graphic designer, Joakim, he's on the chat. Hey buddy! And right, and we will anyway be doing the developer videos. Those won't be, those will keep on. So yeah, and then we will have like more information also there, so it will be better. Okay, I'm like super slow with this.
Det här var gulligt. Hi Natalia, I almost do not understand anything. Killmonday Games the best.
Aww.
Next season we learn Russian.
Yeah, that will be so funny. Maybe we can be like learning all the languages of you, and so we can speak fluently all of them when we come to you and say hi in your country. Or we all learn the same language. That would be also cool. Like we only had one language.
When will the Kickstarter start?
So if we are really hard working and all that, I guess it will be soon. I don't know really more. I can't really tell 100%. That's why we're also going in like, it's like we're going to transform into super in, how you call it? Focus mode. Yeah.
Now we are too overworked. Brain melt.
Yeah.
Slowly.
we are like, oh yeah, you know, we did this experiment about doing a crunch that it will be like, what was it? 9 days working from 8 from the morning to 10 p.m. I mean night. And it's terrible. It's not a good thing to do. Or was it more than 9 days? I don't remember really, but it wasn't pleasant. The first days were like, yeah, woo! And we were doing like lots of stuff, and then yeah, ooh, and then and after that we just haven't really been working full time, you know. It's just like, I'm so tired. So yeah, it's complicated. We're trying to kind of know ourselves how to work in the best way possible, and the best way possible is actually to have rest sometimes, and have these weekly deadlines that aren't that impossible, you know, because we were doing like really impossible stuff, like do 3 minutes animation and draw the entire assets of a background that is very big and animate those backgrounds in 3 days. It's not a good thing to say to do.
Do you like salmiak? Lakrits?
I don't like lakrits. Ew, Isaac loves it. How is called that in English?
Licorice.
Licorice. Ugh. Ugh. But Isaac really loves it. He actually bites these real sticks that they made the licorice of. You know, like the natural stick and all. That much he loves it. And I'm like, no, thank you. Mm. Oh, I forgot that part. I know. Trying to figure out if this the right thing to do. I'll fix it.
När kommer nästa devlog ut?
It's for the 1st of March.
That's when we release devlog.
Yeah, the first week of every month. The first Wednesday of every month. Oj, inte. So something to talk about? I have nothing in my head. I have nothing.
How did Edward get Fran's pills to the other side of the bridge?
Again?
How did Edward get Fran's pills to the other side of the bridge? I guess that's when the bridge...
Okay,
breaks.
okay, yeah. I want to play Frambo.
That's not the answer.
I know.
I think Edward walked there, took the pills. read
The
paper.
thing is this, when Frambo falls into, into Idersta, she was crossing this bridge, you remember, where Remor comes up and breaks the bridge? Well, when they fall into Idersta, you remember after that Fran has became a tree and all her stuff were like everywhere, and it's Mr. Midnight that picks up your purse. So in that moment when you fell, the pills kind of fall into the other side, of the bridge, like an accident. That's how I see it, and that's how I wrote it, kind of. That's why it's on the other side later on. And then Itwar was there to pick her up, but it's like going into Idersta is just an accident, Itwar was here, here, and Frambo was going there, so she falls. The pills are here, though, in the accident, and he's still waiting for her on the other side. So, is it that the question?
I think so.
Okay. I have pain in my finger.
Can you send fan mail to us?
What?
Kan man skicka fan mail till oss?
Yes, I guess. But we don't have a box, so it's if you want our address, guess you can contact us through email first and introduce yourself and becomes friends. And then we do. We checked up the prices for the box, and it wasn't that cheap. So we're trying to not use so much money.
Ska vi prata finska?
I can't speak Finnish. Isa can speak Finnish.
Det kan
I can say some words. I can say
Onko autossa bensa?
no. Isak.
Missä kissa on?
Kahvia, maito, pussu, Nana,
Nämä.
silmät,
Bosky.
Okay. Some words. They're very different to Swedish. It's like, ooh, it's nothing at all like Swedish. Some words are a bit, it reminds you or something, you know, but if you have imagination to connect those things. Okay. I think this is pretty done. Okay, so what do you think of the
Slime.
slimy?
It looks like it's feeling true pain. I mean, extreme amount of pain.
It is, because the southpaw of Bobby the Adventurer is dangerous and painful, right?
Yes.
Have you met Edgar? Edgar is our friend Skeleton. It's a human that died a while ago, but he wanted to be our friends anyway. And he's always like snuggling with my teddy bear, and he poses all the time in different ways. Yesterday he was very sexy, right, Isaac?
Oh, yes. Do you have any tattoos?
I don't have any tattoos. Isaac has tattoos. I don't even have my ears pierced. But when I was teenager, I was a punk, so I had everywhere. I even had one here, and it caused a scar. I don't know if you can see it. Something there. I was a bad girl. Well, not so bad. I was nerd anyway, and I always loved the painting and all that, but I was more of a punk rocker. I guess it's still inside me.
If you would get a tattoo, what would it be?
If I will do, I think I will do like some of my characters and maybe some wise words that I need to remind myself of. I guess I will do like a mix of many things, like a sketch block or something. I mean a sketch block, yeah, like when you draw, like very childish, I guess. I would love that. When I was little, I was doing myself a lot of drawings all the time, so. There's not too much lightning coming from there, but we can have another.
Can't imagine you as a punk.
Then I can be like, I mean, what's the difference from now that I just had more punk clothing? But I was this sweet same person. Yeah, I wasn't like, you know, a badass or something. I was just, I love punk music, and to be a bit of A rebel? You don't tell me what to do, mother. Like that. Yeah, but she did anyway, so.
Det här är en bra fråga. What about Mr. Midnight? He still speaks at the end, or did Oswald break his brain?
Well, if we are perfectly honest with this, there's no time really to Mr. Midnight to say something. It's like everything is happening very fast. So I won't answer that question. I want to do Frambo too. We were talking about that with Isaac
What happens?
like 2 days ago. Oh, it's again the music that is not yours. So, and I think I said this before, but I really would love to do Frambo like in 3D or something like that. I mean, with the same kind of art, you know, the same a bit of this cartoonish feeling with you know Frambo, yeah. So, but in 3D, so we could really go into every detail. I really love also to leave a lot for yourself to kind of imagine, you know. I think that's one very important part of something. I think we need to let not only the puzzles be the interactive part, but also the imagination. At least I love that kind of stories or games. What was I talking about, Isaac?
I don't know anymore.
You don't know anymore? Ah, Frambo! About Mr. Midnight not talking, right? I remembered. I'm going to get Edgar.
Mr. Red?
No, Mr. Red is on vacation.
Ah!
What did you say? I'm just here, Natalia. Oh, okay, Mr. Red.
Yay!
Hello, is Mr. Red here? Don't tell Natalia that I'm here, okay? Because she thinks I'm on vacation. But I am not. Who are you? I'm Mr. Red. Because I'm red. Why are you here? Why am I here? These are the questions that I have. This kitten is so fabulous. Look at those mustaches.
Mr. Redo?
Yes?
What have you been doing this week when we have been working like animals?
I have been a very, very, very nice puppet.
How is a nice puppet nice?
You know, cheering up these guys and being funny and cool. You know, this kind of stuff. That is a good puppet. A good red puppet like me.
Mr. Rojo?
Yes,
Senor Rojo?
I am Senor Rojo.
Pikkupunamies?
Excuse me, what did you say to me?
Pull out a stand-up.
Okay, so there was this guy called Isaac Martinson. And did you know what he did when he was on the toilet? He pooped.
Knock knock.
Who's that?
Mr. Red.
Mr. Red Puppet. Hello, I'm Mr. Red Rabbit, and I'm here for you, to give you so much love, to give you so much love. Why are you laughing, Isaac Martinson? What is your problem?
Mr. Red, you need to take a break and rest.
A rest? A break? Take
Have
a
you been
break,
doing
rest?
your stretching?
Yes, I do stretching all the time. See,
Do you have abs?
yes, I have abs.
Sorry.
You want to see them? She want to see my abs? These are my abs. I'm so hard.
Mr. Red.
My stomach.
Mr. Red, can you please calm down?
Okay,
Talk in Spanish, Mr. Red. Show us your-
¿por qué tengo que hablar en español?
Habla algo contigo.
Ok. Hola, señor Rojo. Hola, señor Rojo. ¿Cómo te va, señor Rojo? Me va muy bien, señor Rojo. Ah, qué bueno. Sí, po. Porque soy chilena.
You're distracting us, Mr. We are not doing any job. at all.
Yes. Mr. Red, I need to keep on working.
Okay, but work then. I'm not like telling not to work. I'm just being nice to your friends here. Hello, friends. Hello.
Go take a shower, Mr. Red.
A shower.
Cold shower.
Because I'm red? You think I'm on fire or something?
Do-do-do-do.
Dun-dun-tsh. And that was the joke of the day. Bye bye.
Okay, Mr. Red, thank you.
You're welcome.
Sorry about that. I was taking a break and he always wants some of the attention, you know?
Will Frambo too have voice actors?
Ah, of course, I think I would love to do that. Although I always will be putting the thing that you can shut them down, because sometimes it's fun also to just imagine your own voices. But I really would like to be able to do that. I think just This color reminds me of bubblegum.
Yes.
It's bubblegum.
Hubba bubba.
I would love to for the next season, if we can connect our computer to where we do music, so we can play music. Like I can do the drums and I can do the bass or guitar. And then we can do a show.
What is 21 pilots? Vet du vad det är?
21
21 pilots.
pirates.
Pilots.
Pilots. No.
¿Qué es eso? 22 pilots?
I don't know. Pilots of the what?
Of the 21? Ah, it's a pop group.
Ah,
Is this disco?
I'm going to write that down and see what it is later. What was it? 21 pilots.
Yes.
See, I wrote it down.
Where did you get inspiration on Kamalas and Valakas?
It has to be the, you know, when you're a little child, you always look like stuff in darkness, like when it's night or you're walking in the woods. There's always shadows around, and I don't know. It's part of our imagination. It's part of our fears, and it's always this unknown shadow, you know. So there it comes from that. And I always see also, like, when I'm feeling like very down, very depressed, or very like with low self-esteem, I always kind of picture myself very heavy, you know, like I'm bearing, hur säger man?
Vadå?
Bearing att bära.
Bearing. Det är väl så.
Yeah, like having something on top of you that is it's invisible, but it's kind of your own head, you know, with so many thoughts, and it's there, like sucking from your energy. So that's where the Kamalas come from. And the Valakas is just the opposite. It's when, I don't know if you ever meditated, but when I meditate, when I reach a kind of a level that I feel like my body starts spinning around, and I'm just sitting, and when that comes, I just feel like so much within everything, you know, like yesterday I was eating this avocado, and I just could observe it from the inside out, and everything, all the details, and I just feel so connected to it. And when I meditated and I start spinning, I feel like super connected to everything. It's very, very powerful. And when you feel that, it's kind of, even the most dark things in your head becomes light, you know. It becomes like you can see it from another point of view, where maybe the light gets there, you know. And that's the feeling of the Valakas. And the Valakas is in itself, you will never be there constantly, you know. That's why they're also becoming the Kamalas. When they get water, they purify and get to the Valakas, because they kind of transform with knowledge, because water is a very representative of knowledge. It carries all our DNA in everything that it's organic. So it's incredible, you know. It's and it's incredible to be able to see from the darkest point of your own mind to the lightest one, and meet in the middle, you know, in the gray zone. And that's for me very important, you know. That's why also the Valakas were in either side. It's kind of going back a little bit towards the dark side of the range of reality. So because if you're too much in the light, then you get lost. If you're too much in the darkness, you also get lost. So both sides really need to meet somewhere. Okay. If you want to know a bit about meditation and all that, I can give you very nice tips. Isa can tell me if somebody's interested in knowing something about that. Although I can speak about it anyway, right?
Yes.
So it is said that it's really hard to achieve the point of real meditation, but the truth is that it's not. It's very in your control, you know. We have this busy brain that it's always working, even when we are sleeping, you know. That's why we have dreams. But when we are meditating, the idea is not to not think about anything. It's about to be in control of your mind and what to think about. So, for example, a little exercise that I've been doing since I was very young. I started to doing this exercise when I was about 15 years old. And in the beginning, it was frustrating, okay? It's this apple in my head, and I just see it like in space, you know? And this apple starts acting in different ways. I place it in different places. Sometimes I eat it, you know, and the parts disappears and it's come back. So it's just this kind of control thought that makes easy for you to concentrate in a specific idea or in a specific moment, like it is meditation itself. And then when you have that control, you kind of just let it go, let it flow, you know, all the thoughts. And with the time you will be feeling afraid. I was afraid a lot in the beginning because it's like you're going so deep into yourself that sometimes you see stuff that you don't like, so you open the eyes, you know. But when you go through that part also, then you get to know so much about you that it's kind of, you can see yourself from outside. And when you reach that point of mental control, it feels so much easier to be more honest with yourself and with other people. And I guess that's also what keeps the relationship with Isaac and I really strong, and it grows all the time. It's growing for every day because we have somehow talked so much about many things, you know, and meditation opens those gates, you know, that sometimes inside your own body and your own head are shut, and they need to be opened again and revisit somehow, you know, and to be able to kind of accept them instead of just letting them underneath yourself. And am I talking crazy stuff? I love to think a lot about how people feel, you know, how our brain works, and how to do for ourselves a better stay in our lives, because we are so overwhelmed of many things, so many things, that it's easier for us to go crazy, you know, go everywhere like with no real leadership or guidance, you know. We are just little children, very living our lives for the first time. It's a lot to get into, you know, and it's scary sometimes, but not many talk about it. And sometimes we really need that introspective into our own minds and how we work and how we process our world around us. And the other day I came up with something that it helps me a lot to go back when I'm just going lost, you know, in negative thoughts. And it's to remember the self-love, because that's the only one that is powerful enough to make you get up, you know. If you don't think about how much I'm loving myself right now, it's very easy to get very depressed. I used to like eat a lot, you know, like sweets and all that, just to be able to cope with my own insecurities and a lot of this negative stuff that come with your traumas. And when you do like eating a lot, then you just get fatter and fatter. And I was like very round when I was younger, just because I couldn't really talk to anybody about what I was going through, you know. And nobody tells you either that it's okay to feel bad and to feel overwhelmed, because it's the first time you are alive, you know, and you're not supposed to know anything about this world anyway. And sometimes grown-ups are, it's not their fault though, because it's from, like, you know, earlier generations, and just the lack of observation in your own life sometimes make us believe stuff that, you know, like this should be like this, but in reality it's not at all like that. And many times many people tell you like their own advices, but they don't fit you, so you get problematic or scared that you don't fit in somebody else's solution for a problem, or, you know, kind of that kind of stuff. And then you start believing bad about yourself, and you say, oh, but why that person did it this way and why it doesn't work for me. Yeah, so there's like a lot of things that we should be talking about, but we don't. It's like that. And then it's kind of, I see society many times worrying about mostly of things that are not important at all, and leaving aside themselves and the loved ones near them. So this was a long talk, Isaac. Did you learn something? Did you have a question?
Did you guys believe in God?
I don't believe in God. I do believe in the universe, and I do believe in the incredible. I mean, I don't need to believe in that. It's provable. And for me, God, it's kind of a very old way. You know, like many thousand years ago, people didn't have the tools we have today to learn stuff and observe them. And it's of course a so valid way of seeing the universe back then, you know. Like I just told you right now that we are living just our first life, and we need to figure it out while we are growing up. And it's the same thing for people 1,000 years ago. So I really do admire the capability of a story being through the time, you know, for years and years of our history. It's because it reflects us in a way. But it's a story for me. I don't think it's anything more than that. And yeah, that's how I see it. I've been into churches and all that because in Chile there's a lot of religions, and my father is a religious man a lot. He even became like a church pastor or something like that. And I met a lot of beautiful people on the way and all that. I mean, it's like, but also, you know, all kinds of people. You don't need a religion or believe in God or anything to be a nice people or to be a bad people, right? So, but yeah, I mean, I've been there, I've seen a lot of things, and I had a lot of information, and I just decided what I wanted to kind of, I don't know, believe or anything, just to care more about. I care more about knowing about cells or, you know, hormones to really understand myself, instead of things that are not somehow in my control, you know. So yeah, it's kind of how I like to see life at this point of my life. It has been many different levels, if you say something like that, you know, like when I was little, of course I believe in God, and because my grown-up people were telling me to do it. But then when you see and get to choose by yourself, then you can see other things.
Did it work live in the fifth reality?
Let me think about the real.
From fjärde väl?
Yes, he's from the fourth reality, where the deadly worms come to. The fourth reality. That's one of the realities that I really want to do in Frambo too. Anyway, there's not like a lot of things that I wish to do, and you know, that's the thing about thinking in the future. I want to do so many things, but I don't have the at this moment for example the money at its time like 100%, and we don't have that. Because if we had more money, then we could really just be working with other people that are really passionate about making games too. But we cannot afford that. But I am really, really happy that we can afford at least being working like in what we love. Shall I sing a song this before we end today?
Yes. And humpa.
No, I thought a real song that I wrote.
Många har skola imorgon. Är det söndag? Jo, just det.
Yes. School. Oh, I really miss school sometimes. And sometimes not much. If I'm honest, I would love to change the entire school system. I've been thinking about it so many times. I really loved to go to school when I had like teachers that were passionate about what they were teaching. I just love to go to their classes, you know, and learn a lot of things. Just because I had like passionate teachers in science and history and like language, I just kind of really enjoyed that kind of classes a lot. And those teachers that weren't passionate just taught me to hate many things that I shouldn't, because they're just beautiful in their own nature, you know. But I will change everything, so you can like try around with different people that are already passionate about something, you know, because we need all the time to get inspired. And if we don't get inspired by the older people, then we just have nothing to look up for, and that make us lost too, you know.
Det är många som är bullied i sin skola.
Yeah, bullied. Oh, that is so. You know, I know that when you are bullied, it hurts so much, and it feels like nothing that anybody can tell you is gonna help you with anything, because it hurts so much. And it's like, but yeah, I know you tell me words that I need to be maybe stronger or anything, but it hurts anyway. And what I feel that's again what it is this about kind of building on self-love, because when you're sure about who you are, then the words of a person that is in the state of anger, like a bully is, because they're just bullying you not because of you, it's because something they're having issues with. And we don't understand that when we are without our shields of love, with self-love. And of course it's really hard to build on self-love if people are telling you stuff that bring you down. It's totally normal. And the only thing that helped me for the most was to really understand why these people that are being like this are like this, because it's not right. You always must stand up for it and all that, but I'm talking about the step where you take it too personal and it hurts so much that it stays with you and it creates a scar within you, and that is not right. I mean, it's better to just try to find another way of fitting in somewhere else, and it's hard sometimes because there's so many social things that you have to follow, like maybe not being able to change the school, or maybe not being able to tell about this bully because something, sometimes sometimes we're just scared. So it's such a shame that we are not so honest and open sometimes, that's what many things that I really dislike with many systems. We are people, and we have feelings, and we are like children, but we always treat it like we should know everything. And that, it makes us overwhelmed, right? I don't know what else to say. I hope that things get better. That's the only thing I can say. But I will go and have a talk with people that are bullies. Sometimes they also need to talk, I'm just trying to remember if I ever been that I have bullied somebody. And I think I did once when I was like in 5th grade. I really liked this boy, and I did something really, really nasty to a girl just to get the attention of this boy. And then when I realized how wrong it was, I understood why I was doing this, and it was because that was the only way I knew things will work. It's like you get examples of how to solve some problems through other people, and then you copy them because it's okay, somebody else did it. And then when you feel like this guilt, then you realize maybe I should think about this. So I guess I guess we all have been also like somehow bullying somebody else, and even we don't even realize it because we are in pain, or like when we say very nasty things to somebody that we love, and because we are angry, and when we are angry we are scared, and when we are scared we have this shield of mass destruction of feelings. We're very complicated beings, and it's foolish to think that we know everything, because it's really, really very difficult. I haven't been working at all today, Isaac.
No. It's time to sign off.
Yes, it's time to sign off, and I don't know. we will let you know when the next time of our streaming will be, and we will be anyway on our Facebook and Twitter and Instagram now. And once a month we will be releasing the developer videos. So, and it will be like the first Wednesday of every month. And I hope, like I said in the beginning, that when we come back we have the demos that you can play it. And we're gonna try to have it on Steam also. So we will have all that sorted out when we come back. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. Isa, you have something to say?
Thank you for sticking around us.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here with us. Should we say goodbye with the song or something?
Do you want a freestyle song?
Yes, that could be nice. You want to pick up the guitar? Okay. So, you didn't got to see the entire poster, but when you get the demo you will see it in game. Gosh, I really want to get Different Galaxy done. I mean, it's so cool story. We really are in love with it, and I can't wait just to, I mean, show it and get to know what you think about it. It's really like nervous always, but it's exciting too. And Bobby the Adventurer will be the inspiration for our friend Galaxy. So, look, I have here some of this week's I need to do for next week. I write like my deadlines like this in a post-it, and then I just scratch it when it's done. Okay, so let me pause the music. Okay, I need to move here. Is it right? Ew, this sounds weird. I can't play this guitar.
You hade gjort fel.
Isa, what have you done with it? I'm gonna get my own.
Yes. Wait,
Can you get it? This sounds very nasty. Blah, blah, blah. When the guitar is sounding weird, I sound weird too. I'm coming, guitar up. This guitar so long time ago. Sorry about this. I thought Isa had the guitar in the right because he's a musician, right? Am I being a bad person, Isaac?
Nej, det här är fixat nu.
Have you? Okay, I need that.
Jag hade
Thank
gått av
you.
värmen tror jag.
Thank you, dear. Okay. Okay, so I see you next time.
Hei paralla kaikki.
Bye bye. Adios.